Nico, where you at? There you go.
Hi.
Nico,
What up, man?
Boomin.
I'm on the phone. Hold on. Hey. Oh, gee, what it is, man?
So ain't nothing, man. So Nico,
Yeah.
you are extremely different perspective on the LabRatz shit. So
Yeah.
So when you hit the town, first off, you from Houston.
Yeah.
So when you hit the town, Osiris was having the beat parties.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was already past the open mic nights, and he was starting to have the beat parties showcasing.
Yeah, I remember we went to the beat party.
Showcasing the producers.
Yeah, I remember that.
You was with us, so you got to come on stage and showcase your production skills, like to kind of break that whole little time frame down, because we, like I said, we was doing a lot of stuff, and this is really trying to kind of helping people paint the picture of what the LabRatz was. You know what I'm saying?
The craziest thing about it was that I didn't even go down there to school for music. You know, I was just going down there for school. And, you know, I genuinely met up with somebody that knew about a studio on campus. You know, I ain't know nothing about it. I was there playing basketball or whatever. And I got introduced to y'all. I came in there one day, and like the vibe was really just like so potent, so different from everything that I experienced in the music scene of, you know, just music period, like in the Houston area. So, you know, like it really caught my attention. So, you know, I started fucking with y'all, you know what I'm saying? Then you had, you know, you kind of seen the potential in me of me wanting to actually grow, actually being, you know, wanting to be a part of the music scene, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like you were saying about like how you mentor some people out here, like, yeah, like, you know, ever since we met each other, like that's what it's been, you know, even I haven't been back out there since then. Like everything just still genuine, you know, still pushing me in the right direction, still opening doors for me, you know, let me know I have access to your platform and etc. Like everything was just really genuine. Like when we went to the beat party, like shit, I was super nervous about it. Cause like, you know, I remember you told me like earlier during that day, you was like, you got some beats or something you got on the flash drive? And I'm like, no, but I can put them on now. You was like, okay, doing a beat party tonight, you know, you gonna get up on stage, play your beats, whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? It's my first time doing something like that, but you know, I took advantage of the situation. Like even though I was nervous or whatever, I still networked and met people. You know what I'm saying? Outside of the LabRatz camp, I think it was me, you, Question, and Blaze. That went to that event that night. And man, I remember when y'all threw the event, man, and man, it was just like everything was super dope. Everybody was different. You had Tico playing fucking trumpet and Blaze, like you know, I'm like, God, I'm like, hold on, like this this is music. You know what I'm saying? Like this ain't no boom boom clap. You know what I'm saying? Like no hip hop. Like it's all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like it was so many different artists that brought something different to the table. From Sid with the Interstate song, like that bitch it so fast. Like people didn't think the song, like we didn't think the song that was gonna, you know, be what it was, but like when we played it for people, like it was a whole crowd mover. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, it was a whole lot of opportunity, you know, with like definitely within y'all camp. Like man, LabRatz so underrated, it don't make no sense, man. Like people glorify a lot of the stuff that, you know, people doing in the music industry and stuff like that. And I really do feel like LabRatz was a group that was overlooked. And that's me on the outside looking in from a whole nother part of the
perspective.
world.
And So that's what I'm asking, you know, like of course I can get the LabRatz on here, you know, and they gonna kind of show it from an inside point of view. You know what I'm saying? Like you, Pat. You know what I'm saying? It's select people that was around. Y'all was inside. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all was able to come and go as y'all wanted. You know, but y'all saw what it was. Y'all saw how it was being created. You know what I'm saying? And
it was more of like the differentiator that was in the group. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody had something that was like super unique to offer. Like, you know what I'm saying? I never even knew that Tico played the trumpet until I seen this man playing the trumpet. I'm like, man, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? Then Blaze had like some like great records, like records that could really be up there, like Nas and Hove and like shit like that. Like, I just feel like, you know, man, it'd be a lot more boycotting in the industry than it do people actually trying to network and collaborate and come up with the best record possible. You know what I'm saying? That's what really grew onto me as myself doing music. You know what I'm saying? I can't feel it, or it's not super relative to everybody. You know, like I don't feel like it can be a hit record. Because number one, it got to be relative. It got to be relative to everybody. It can't just be about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you got to conduct music around the world. Like, you have to look at
with a world perspective.
Yeah, you have to. You have to. Like, y'all really opened my eyes on that though, because I'm, you know, when I first came down, I was making number like trap beats, like everything was trap beat. Everything was trap beat. But like once I got introduced to y'all actual group and like the records y'all was actually putting out, like like shit was been underrated. Like just the way when y'all used to the church records, like them hoes so dope. Like, man, it was like
that shit was just super. Man. It was just super organic, you know.
It was
just making whatever, make a beat, and shit.
Like
you like it?
Going along with the vibe of the room. You know what I'm saying? Like,
whatever direction the room was going in, that's where the song was going.
You have a conversation. Conversation get kind of deep. You grab the key concept of the whole conversation, and there go your record.
Put it in the song. Yeah,
there go your record, man.
That was a lot of it all the time.
Yeah, facts,
some
man.
Some shit happened to somebody during the week. And it's
like I done been around.
It's gonna be.
Like, I done been around, you know, industry cats, and you know, been in studio sessions, beat sessions. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to get people album ready and stuff like that, and like you can really see like a lot of it be more of who's in control versus everybody having an input.
Yeah.
Like that's another thing I learned from, like, you know, from y'all, like for sure. It was really just, you know, learning how to input someone else's input. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because even somebody stepping in the room had a voice in the song, like even if you not rapping, you know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
But you listening, you like, shit, that'd be tight if this happened. You know what I'm saying? Like that did happen a lot of times in the sessions.
And man, a lot of my songs, like a lot of my best records, you know what I'm saying? Like they get made the same type of way. Like it just be one sentence that somebody came in and said that really brought out the whole conversation of what we was talking about. You know what I'm saying? So I just learned how to take advantage of just knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like just for real. Like on the mentor side of just LabRatz, like, you know, like everybody just genuine, bro. Like everything was genuine. Like it wasn't nothing that was forced. It wasn't nothing that, you know, everybody's always arguing or everybody, you know, these disagreements all the time. It was just, man, just knowledge of wanting to know what the other person input is, so I can know what it is we need to do, you know?
Yeah.
So that was really lit. LabRatz really under group, y'all. Y'all got to tune in. I'm talking about they got records from 2012 that is still go to this day.
It's still
like for real.
10 years, man. That's crazy as hell.
And that's crazy that I only been doing music finna be 12 years now though.
Yeah, I was about to say. Because you was doing it before you came down there. But
yeah, like 2 years. Like I was an amateur though. I was still an amateur. Like I hadn't even played around with samples. Like I heard what you had.
I heard what you had.
Yeah, you seen
I heard what you had.
What I could actually be. And like a lot of people was telling me that even before I even came out there for school for it. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people just hit me up like, man, Nico, I ain't gonna lie, like you really like a lot of head than you really think you are within the industry. You know, I didn't look at it like that. I really just
shout out to Trey because he was right there.
Yeah,
he
for sure.
Right
My boy Ern, he still like Ern was still to this day. He would still send me songs like from back then, and like like he put me back on him, like bring me back to life on me. I'd be like, yeah, they did do that. Like, nah, for real, man. And it's crazy how almost everybody in the group produced.
Yeah.
That's about
everybody
about it, bro.
We made a song together. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody. Like your verse might have not have went on there, but shit, you said nigga change this hi-hat, change this whatever.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like
facts.
Shit gonna happen, you know.
Like facts.
Mm-hmm.
Really grabbed a lot of knowledge from that group, man. This 10 years ago. We talking 10 years ago, like, and it's still things that from back then that I input still to this day. You know what I'm saying? Because it makes sense.
Me too. I'm saying, I'm saying me too. Like that, but that whole workflow, work ethic, shit, just everything.
What up, Lil?
You know what I'm saying? Like I learned a lot from that.
Yeah, shit. For sure, man. Nah, for real. I
thought I knew a lot. But I'm saying I learned a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Like even
during that time.
Like everything was genuine though. Like even when I came back and you know I ain't go back out there for school. Like you still reached out and you know everything. Even when Hurricane Harvey hit us out here. You know what I'm saying? You reached out, checked on me, sent me some. You know what I'm saying? Like just bro, everything genuine. Like everything was just super genuine. Like that's just what it is, man. Like that's just what it is. Like I'm talking about. It ain't a complicated group like most people groups be, you know, people get group and stuff like that. Like nah, it's just like a family of understanding. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we still run with each other today. So we got some shit in the works. You know what I'm saying? Since it's 10 years, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a hell of a milestone. And we gotta make something happen. You know what I'm saying? We will, but we ain't really talking about what it is yet. You know what I'm saying? Definitely more to come on that shit.
Yeah, you just gotta let it marinate.
Definitely.
It up just right.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely go come.
I'm trying to see who else on here. Marcus, I see Marcus. He probably.
Man, what's Zoe been at, man? Zoe, that's another underrated cat. Like me speaking on differentiary, like man, y'all really opened my eyes on that. Like, cause I did number trap beats for a long time. Like the whole 2 years I was making beats, it was just like number trap beats. But like me listening to the shit that y'all was creating, it's like, man, I'm like, I gotta turn this up a notch. You know what I'm saying? Like I start doing like stuff that's nobody's doing because that's what people want. Like people want something different. They're tired of
something different.
Stuff. Like so I mean I got a whole bunch of records. I'm talking about loaded.
In the shop, sometimes they want the other folder. I don't want that folder. I want that shit you got in that other folder. What's in there? You know what I'm saying?
And man, that's how it still is today, though, man. Like a lot of my clientele that come through, it's like they try to buy beats that people already done bought. So it's like I'd be like, bro, like it's sold already. They'd be like, man, what a beat set like that? But they sold. Like as soon as I make it, they damn near gone. Like if you ain't get it when it's hot, then I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, exactly.
Because what I got is what I got. Like now, I don't make beats as much no more. Cause I mean, it's pretty simple, you know. So like, I'd be more focused on trying to make a hit record versus just making a whole bunch of everything.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how
I'm saying
myself now.
You prefer to get in the studio with the artists.
Yes. Yeah. Like most people, like you know, they like telling me what type of beats they like, or they'll try to send a song that they did and want me to make a beat similar to it or something like that. Man, I'd rather just you come pull up to the studio, or I pull up on you, and we create. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only that's the only way we gonna get the hit record. That's the only way.
Yeah. Definitely.
That's the only way, most definitely. Because I don't know everything that you want or everything that you feel like, or sounds that you feel. You know, we got to actually sit here and vibe together, and that's how.
And you shouldn't want what you already had. Like if you made whatever song you made, like you shouldn't want that song again.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So
like,
so to tell me,
I don't
to tell me, hey, this is what I like. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Like that sound like a beat I already made. I don't like doing that.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no point. Yeah. You know, like, because then if that's the case, I might as well get on YouTube and make beats for YouTube.
Yeah.
And just make a whole big old song of everything that sound the same and be like, this bass booming beats.
Type beat.
Facts. But bass booming is not a type beat. Bass booming is.
Nah, it ain't. It's bass. You want a bass booming beat. Yeah.
Facts, man. That's what it is. Like, we going whatever out the vibe, and I guarantee you that bass gonna be booming in there. That's all it's about. We gonna create them melodies. Everything gonna be soft, smooth, whatever it's supposed to be. But the 808s gonna be bass booming like they supposed to.
They there. Yeah.
For real, for real.
Hell yeah.
I ain't even have a name. I was just Nico on the beat.
Nico on the beat.
Start letting me know, like,
I still got my t-shirts too.
Like you was telling me, like, man, Nico, you gotta learn how to brand yourself, how to market yourself, et cetera, et cetera. And like that's just what I started doing. Like I started seeing like the beats that I was making, and it's like my partner would always say, like, bro, like the 808 that mug goes so crazy, like the bass boom, and I'm like, okay, I like that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, bass boom, you know what I'm saying? And like we just kind of ran with it. And like and like you said, like it is an implementation from what somebody else is saying, and you just running with it. It ain't like, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying I came up with all this stuff on my own. Like, now it was different situations that I was put in for the industry to make me become who I am within the industry today. Like, that's how I am. Why I am.
Yeah.
But for real. My niece talking about Nico make beats. Yep, that's what I was for a long time. I was just Nico make beats.
Yeah.
Everything came together.
Like you said, it was fire.
Yeah, not real. Either way, the beats was crazy. Like, either way. Mm-hmm. Nah, for real, man. Like, everything was really, like, organic. Like, just how it came apart, though. Like, for real. I just, man, me being around knowledge taught me to just be real with myself about everything, bro. Just about everything. And, like, I'm glad, like, a lot of people that came in my life as far as me doing music, like it really helped, though. It really helped.
Yeah.
It was a lot of times I probably wanted to stop, you know, give up, just not do it no more, find something else to do, or treat it like it was a hobby. You know, it started out as a hobby and turned into a passion, you know. So that's why I stand behind everything I do now, you know what I'm saying? So like Pat was saying, like, you know, if you got a budget, we can always work with the budget. You can tell me you got $100. I can work with you with it.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna send you what you let it $100.
Let it be up to me.
It's like, cause like people, like when people hear you ask them budget, they automatically think $1,500, $2,000. No, like what you can spend. Like what can you?
But I'm saying
you can be super talented with no money, and I still be interested.
Yeah, the whole budget conversation, like when you get there, as far as asking, like, what's your budget? Like you have gotten to a totally different place in your career. You know what I'm saying? But the people who run from that conversation they may not be at that point in their career. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like they may still be on the hobby shit, you know. But
and the first thing you gotta do to anybody out there, you gotta find yourself first. Because without yourself, ain't nobody gonna be with you.
Yeah. I'm saying and it ain't hard to figure out your budget.
It's not.
Shit, you know what you're willing to spend on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So shit, what you willing to spend on some shit that's gonna make you some money. Like especially if you got all your royalties and you know what I'm saying, all that shit in order. And like, you know.
I do probably like 30% of music for nothing, just to collect on the back end.
Yeah. I'm saying people do that, but but the conversation got to be had on the front end to talk about the back end.
It got to.
So if I know your budget is zero, if your budget is zero,
we got to have a paperwork part in order to move forward.
Yeah, it's up to me to accept that the fact that okay, your budget is nothing, then we got to do this. But I got to believe in your grind too. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
Because now I'm invested in what you got going.
Man, that's number one about me, man. Like I really started seeing like I had partners that was like starting up labels and stuff like that, and they'll just be signing these people. And like I'd be trying to tell them like bro, you know that man already fighting like 2 cases. Like, why would you sign him? You know what I'm saying? Like, he can't make you no money in jail. He can't make you no money in jail, man.
Nah,
that's the biggest. That's my biggest thing when it comes to like an artist trying to reach out to me to like want to try to build and connect and create. You know what I'm saying? But like I can't do it if you in and out of jail because we ain't gonna make no money.
Yeah.
We gonna be inconsistent. I don't want you to feel like I'm trying to get
you can't even be around
hold all your lyrics and put all your lyrics out while you in jail, and then I done made money from it and you didn't. You know, I ain't trying to go through all that. You know, so it's either shit. If you can't stay out of jail, man, hey, look, we go. If you feel like you can't stay out of jail, we gonna get this paperwork done. You gonna go over your contract. We can go through it together. Whatever, everything in there is negotiable. Everything in the contract is negotiable. You know what I'm saying? It's all about what we talk about, what we come to an agreement to. I don't have no boss. I'm my own boss. So I come up with my own rules.
Yeah. And if I agree to it, I'm going to stand on it.
Yeah, for sure. Most definitely.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Ain't no point of faking with you. Shit, if it ain't good, I'm gonna let you know, like, that ain't it, shit.
Yeah.
But consistency is what's gonna make you better. You gotta be consistent in what you believe.
Gotta be consistent. I'm saying that's what this whole conference, the whole reason for the season is. Consistency.
Cause I'm telling you, man,
like I said,
even when we went to the beat party, like I'm listening to other people's beats, I'm like, damn, these niggas like I'm thinking about the beats that I got on the flash drive versus the beats that everybody playing.
The beats that they playing.
I'm like, these niggas really killing me. Like, but even when I got out there and played what I wanted to play, it was like I grabbed totally different people from what other people was grabbing. You know what I'm saying? Because
that's what I'm saying.
It can easily be, even though the beats are hard, it's probably shit that everybody in the room don't like.
Yeah, I'm saying then we was in a big fucking venue. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like playing your beats in the studio and playing your beats in a club on a sound system.
Yeah,
it's totally different.
Totally different.
The bass was booming. That shit was slumping. I was like, oh yeah. I'm from Florida, so I love some bass. Yeah.
Man, and I made all them beats.
It was bumping.
I think I made all them beats on the opening week on that laptop that I had brought down there.
Yeah. You was in the studio too. You was one of the only few people that had access like that.
Yeah, and that's why I was saying, like, I didn't even have a class. Like, who brought me in there?
Reverend Parker.
What's his name with the dreads?
Knowledge.
He had the student. He was a student there. He had the long dreads. I can't think of his name.
Knowledge. Light skin. Jamar.
Yeah, like brown skin.
Jamar.
I think so. I think he ended up cutting his dreads.
Yeah. Jamar. Knowledge. That's his name.
Yeah. He ended up bringing me in there. Yeah. And
he right there.
You seen how interested I was. Yeah, Knowledge. You seen how interested I was into what was going on. So like you allowed me to have that access. Like, man, it was damn. I wasn't even going to class because I was in the damn studio. Like,
man, you better be glad I ain't know that shit.
Man, I was just trying. Man, I was trying to learn. I was just trying to learn. I was trying to catch up. Catch up. I seen how advanced everybody was. I'm like, I gotta play catch up.
Yeah.
Got to.
What up, Knowledge?
Yo, what's good, fam? Yo, what's the deal?
Chilling.
Good, man?
Yes,
what's
sir.
Up, man?
I still
straight, man.
Solemn do his thing too, man. With the battle rap.
Yo, what up, fam?
Yeah.
It's been a minute since ABC, you heard me?
Nah, for real, huh?
Yeah. What it is, fam?
He talking 10 years. I'm like, boy, that 10 years went by quick.
Man, shit.
Hell yeah.
What you talking about, man? I came out to New York and beasted this shit out here, man. Shoot. I've been all over the place, man. I got a couple degrees since then. Work with a bunch of good folks, man, out here in New York, man. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, but you know, you got to believe in what you see. You dig?
Yeah,
You
for sure.
know,
So,
it's up.
I'm a true believer.
Word, word, word. Yeah, man. Yeah, I still doing my thing, man. Uh, yeah. Shoot, matter of fact,
Boy, what the hell is going on?
yeah, you tripping out here, man. I'm still doing my thing out here, bro.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, my whole little setup just going crazy.
Shoot, I'm in the lab right now.
I just got back into the MPC game.
Yeah.
I had left the MPC alone for about 6 years. I don't know why.
Word.
That was one of the
I
mistakes
appreciate that,
I
Mr.
never do.
Worthy. Yeah, but yeah. But yeah, NPCs, man, the lives are dope. I'm learning. Well, I started learning the native instruments over the pandemic when everything was in lockdown, 2020. So
Yeah.
you know, I was doing a live sound thing for a while, man. And when all of that shut down, I said, well, let me get back in the producer mode, and I bought native instruments and started learning that, man. Native instruments are beasts, man. Machine is dope. I
Yeah. That's what me and my partner been kind of messing with for the last 2 years with the machine. We had been playing around with it. Like the arcade, all that stuff was coming out. We tried a couple things, you know, like it's just nothing like making music from scratch for me. Like, you know, it's hardly I ever use samples or loop something like that. I just like doing everything from scratch. I just like the way it's created. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't even be a thought in the world. It's just me go in, sit down, roll up something, and just be like, boom. Let me touch touch the piano. Okay, I hear that. Let me do a different sound. Touch the piano again. Like, and I just, you know what I'm saying? Like that. I just love that feeling. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with making samples because I make nice records off samples.
Worthy.
It be me more of wanting to make people want to mimic and copy what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? They say like, okay, I've seen Bass Boomin doing this. You know what I'm saying? So it's just word of mouth to make people speak on people that I can't reach out to. You know what I'm saying? The people that I can't, I let them do it. So
True that. You know, I started in Reason with just starting from scratch and keys and everything. When I went to Full Sail, man, a lot of my mentors were like, man, I think you could be good with an NPC. Like, I don't know, man. The same way I like, you know, running through keys and everything. And then when I got up here to New York, man, I bought my first NPC and I loved it. I fell in love with it, man. Like I would chop up my own samples and stuff in NXT and Reason, but once I got into an NPC, it just opened up a whole different kind of production world for me, man. And to my opinion, it stepped my producer game kind of up because it put me in a different mindset of how to think about creation. You feel me? So, and that's been knowing how to get through keys and playing stuff organically and whatnot, and then doubling that with the NPC and now machine as well. You know, I show you, man. I got keys on here. I got these keys set up. I got these keys set up. So I got this is for my NPCs when I got to key stuff in there. You dig what I'm saying? So I feel like it made me more versatile, being open to like learning how to chop it up and learning how to run the NPC and run machine. A little better than most people that's just like kind of standoffish of it, and everything like that. But NPCs are dope, man.
MPC workflow is like it's doper because it don't really get in the way of what you thinking
at all.
Nah, I don't, man.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. Like a lot of people, especially like out here, either on one side or the other, they don't want to use like drum machines. They just want to do keys, or they want to use drum machines, or they want to fuck with keys. I feel like as if you're gonna be, and this is my opinion, man. This is my own experiences. If you want, because you might get into a studio and they'll have like production suites and all of that, have different machines, and this is why part of the reason why I got machine and started learning native instruments, because I feel like
They
wherever
had
I
it
go,
everywhere.
I want to be
It was
able
in there.
to work fluidly. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man.
I like the machines though. It got a lot of different like sounds in it. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff that I probably would normally never use, and I come across it, like it just makes me interested into wanting to use it. Like a lot of I I just use a mouse and make a whole beat, like without having to click anything.
Yeah,
I
true
punch
that.
everything in with the mouse. Like just some days I feel like that.
True that. What up, next? I see you out there, bro. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's important to be as versatile as you can because the more things that you know and the more things that you can do yourself, you can run
Yeah,
machine, you can run FBC, you know logic, you know reason, you know how to run Pro Tools well. You know that make you a
Yeah.
force and that makes you more valuable in this game, man. And
yeah, for sure.
it's a lot more of that of people saying, I want to figure out how to do it myself with this marketing, self promotion. You know, learning how to communicate with underground artists. You know, things like that, man. It's because it's not like it was, man. It's harder to get into that and be more uh, more knowledgeable about how to move in this industry because it's constantly changing, man. And I feel
Yeah.
like it's getting to a point, and this is on my experiences, man. It's getting to a point where I was talking to my lady about this.